The last thing that I have to give you guys is a word, and you guys know that this entire week has been about bossing up, bossisms. Boss has been the theory of conversation here, and again, this morning was like every other morning. I was meditating in the hot tub trying to figure out what it was that I wanted to elicit to the general public, and I think that we all need an understanding of what work is and the value that man places upon work. Work, in a universal sense, is a laborious task that benefits the species as a whole. How much you get paid is based on the value that society places on what you are doing to benefit the species. Okay? Now, as a spiritual being, we already feel adjunct to society anyway, where it's almost as if the rules are typically challenged by spiritualists and stuff. I'm the rebellious type of individual, whereas I'm like, who are you to tell me that for $20 an hour, I'm about to be mopping your floor? But this is like it's a classism system. Like, a person selling you a burger at McDonald's is not as valuable as an office worker who is organizing the stuff for you to actually sell the burgers at McDonald's. I hope this makes sense, but if it loses you, then, I mean, you just gonna have to be left.
Oh, that nigga left the scene. He fled the bitch. He left. He fled.
As a boss, understand, okay, and I'm talking about my people, spiritual bosses here. As a boss, the stereotypical value placed upon your labor or your actions to benefit this species are not conjugated by society, but by ourselves and by God. You could not tell somebody in high school that they're going to grow up and be a celebrity psychic and be worth millions of dollars. It wouldn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? It does not feel right. But because I believed that, I was able to get here. This goes back to the first thing we talked about this week, the beliefs class that was on sale last week. So if your dumb ass missed it, I mean... Society places a monetary amount, which we conjugate as value, to the task that we do to benefit us as a species. Now, that might be macro dissected into corporations and companies, or something as seamless as, transportation or the food industry, delivering food. There's something that society gives a number to the task that you do. Normal people, okay, I'm speaking to the general public. We are spiritual people, okay? The value that man places upon the task that you do has no relevance in our belief system. Breathing should pay you $10 a second that you breathe. If you believe that, so be that truth for you. See, a part of us, some of us, we work extremely hard and we're still not making ends meet. That is because the value that you feel like you are is challenged by the universe, saying that, oh my God, you're working 8 hours here and 8 hours here and you're only making enough to pay your bills. But that's because society is placing the value of not only your laboriousness, but your existence and your purpose as a human being. So, Bootz, how do I get out of that? You got to believe something different. That's the first thing. You got to take your value outside of the stereotypical value that society has elicited for all human beings. This is how a boy who was born with no mother and father in the hood orphanage of Sunnyside Oaks, Charlotte, North Carolina, is able to sit here in $1 million home and talk to you right now. There's a saying that goes, ignorance is bliss, right? It is bliss, okay? The more that we learn, the more confined we place ourselves. But somewhere in my youth, I said, I'm the boy, girl, Beyonce. And that stuck with me. And the value I placed on that did not waver, no matter if I was getting paid $11 an hour to flip a pretzel or I was getting paid $7 an hour at the time because I was underage to sell you a goddamn bassoon reed. You got to know that value and monetarily numbers, monetary notions when it comes to your value are irrelevant when it comes to you and what you can produce to the planet and to benefit the species. Now I know things come out of my mouth are worth more than the pretzels I was flipping for a manager that was trying to grope me in the back of the bathroom. I don't know why y'all looking like that, because you know I let them. Okay, but that's considered rape and child abuse now, and I ain't gonna come for you, even though you was rude as fuck, Frank. Frank! I low-key think he be watching my show too. Like, you know how you just got that feeling like niggas from your past just watching your ass? You know what I'm saying? But his daughter Teresa at 14 years old taught me how to do under eyeliner. So the memories. Back to the point at motherfucking goddamn gay man.
What you saying? You was sucking that motherfucking dick. Girl. You sucking that motherfucking dick. You don't even know what you're sucking that motherfucking dick.
The key to being a boss is believing yourself as more valuable than what society is iterating that you are. When you start to make the conversion into believing that, you'll start noticing that you grow uncomfortable at the job that you're extremely good at. You'll notice that the people around you who have that limiting belief, that's what it's called, a limiting belief, will start to fall off away from you. You might find yourself being alone. You might find yourself, thinking that you done gone crazy. You might develop social anxiety. So God is using social anxiety to groom you to where you can accept something different in the value of yourself. I speak in soliloquies, and sometimes it's hard for me to translate the point that I'm trying to make, but I hope you guys are understanding. If you are, give me a whole lot of money emojis in the comment section. I'm going to reiterate, okay? The key to being a boss is believing that the value of your labor and your passions is worth more than what society stereotypically places on people with that belief system. I don't give a damn if you're flipping pancakes at IHOP, bitch. Every flip is worth $1 million. The minute you start to believe that, the minute you can start living in your passion and you can accept monetary value for the value that is your existence. That was a lot said, but, I hope that it's understood.
Let me hear